Hi everybody, my name is Moma. This is literally the first time I'm using this camera. I just got it today and I just wanted to test it. I don't know when and if this video is going to come out. So my goal for today was actually to practice Saudade No.3 by Roland Dyens for the first time after like 4 years. So I literally haven't touched this piece from 2021 when I recorded it, and the video is available on the Belgrade Guitar District YouTube channel. So I didn't want to change anything, my plans for tonight. I just wanted to test the camera to see how it works. So this is literally the first video, and I'm going to tune my string, 6th string to D, and see how it goes. So literally I haven't seen this score since 2021 and I haven't practiced this piece at all. So let's see how this goes, this little experimental video. I also have some notes here on how many beats I should keep each of these fermatas, because you're supposed to kind of like stay longer on each of these longer notes or chords. Obviously in this piece you can hear the influences by popular music that Dyens liked a lot. These chords, okay, I kind of remember. So really interesting use of all the possible techniques you can imagine. Left hand solo here. And these dissonances that if somebody else was using them, they wouldn't sound so nice. But Dyens was a master of making music that literally anybody can enjoy. Okay, what is this now? How was he playing this? Oh. Oh, okay. So, yeah. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Left hand solo again. So it's important to say that in one of his concerts that he played for, I think, GSI, Guitar-Salon International, he played Soar's piece from one of his later opuses of Fernando Soar, La Calme or something like that. And obviously, Dyens was familiar with the music of Fernando Sor, and I think Brouwer also plays this piece at one of his live concerts. And Sor was famous for writing using actually the left-hand solo in his pieces, like the famous passage from his last fantasy, Fantasia Elegiaque, and also in my paper for the soundboard published in the spring of 2019, I discussed how Llobet was actually inspired by Sor and used all of these innovations like left-hand solo, natural harmonics, and other interesting techniques in his music. And we can see that here too. So how is it playing this? Some notes were not right. So how is this playing? Yeah. Now my memory is coming back. Then so once again. And then again left hand solo. So this kind of little introduction or ritual, as he named it, although the title is in French, I cannot pronounce this word well, so I'm not going to try. The second movement is a dance, and inspired obviously by, as the title says, the title is Saudade, which in Portuguese means something like nostalgia or something like that. The second movement, dance, is again like inspired by these Latin rhythms. Let's see how this goes. Something like that. alto, Monticello. Not bad for the first time after 4 years. So my first time learning this piece was it was first year of college. My professor actually, it was a required piece that my professor wanted me to play. I would have probably never played this piece, but he wanted me to play this piece, and because probably he knew that I never played something like this. He was kind of in most of the competitions, he was in the juries of most of the competitions during my elementary school and high school in Serbia, because the community is not so large, classical guitar community, and probably that's the reason he chose this piece for me. So I played it that was fall of 2010, 2011. So I have no idea what's actually recorded, what's not recorded. I just noticed that camera stopped working, it overheated, so I need to be careful with that. Not sure if I just saw that it recorded 10 minutes, then it stopped, then recorded for 4 minutes. So I'm not sure what I have, but in any case, it was really like, I was surprised that I remember the last chord. In any case, I wanted to say something about my performances of this piece. The last time I performed this before my recording in 2021 was in 2019, and it was in China. And this guitar is a double top Altamira guitar N3 made by luthier Hanson Yao, and I played Saudade on this very guitar in 2019 in China on my tour. I didn't play it on each concert, but I remember at least one of the concerts I played Saudade, and it's an amazing guitar actually. Really loud, and sometimes double top guitars do not necessarily have a nice sound, nice color, but this one has a nice color, nice sound, and you can make beautiful colors, and that's something I really like about this guitar, together with like being loud. So after playing the Altamira tour in 2019, I decided to switch to learn for the first time like an entire Latin repertoire, because I was really into playing the 20th century experimental music. Like I played on this very tour, I played pieces by Leo Brouwer, I played Ginastera's Sonata, and in the same year I played Nocturnal by John Dowland, by Benjamin Britten after John Dowland, and in 2019 I decided to switch to playing the entire concert of Latin music. I printed all the scores. In fact, I just found them tonight. I have them somewhere here. They're not here. They're in probably my bedroom. And I returned from China in August of 2019. I printed out the scores. I was so excited. And then in December of 2019, there was something weird happening in the news, like some virus, whatever. I was still excited at the beginning of 2020, practicing my repertoire, and suddenly in like spring, like March, April, they announced the pandemic that changed the world significantly. And yeah, that's the little story of my unrealized Latin concert. That's it. I hope that you enjoyed listening to my first ever 3D video footage, and I also hope that you learned something from my first reading of Saudade No.3 by Dyens after 4 years. I hope for more videos. I'm not sure what's on the channel now. I'm sure there are some links in the description that you can check out. Maybe my website, maybe my Patreon channel. I'm not sure what's gonna be there in the future if I post this video. But I'm sure I'm gonna post it as my, like first ever 3D video. And that's it. Bye bye.